Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Audi S-Tronic automatic gearbox is Audi's branding for its dual-clutch transmission, DCT, technology, which is closely related to Volkswagen's DSG, direct shift gearbox. It's designed to offer the performance and efficiency of a manual transmission with the convenience of an automatic. In which cars installed? S-Tronic transmissions are found across a wide range of Audi models, from smaller, more accessible cars to high-performance S and RS variants. They're used with both longitudinally and transversely mounted engines. Some popular Audi models that have featured the S-Tronic include Audi A1, A3, S3, RS3, often with transverse-mounted engines, e.g., DQ250, DQ500, Audi A4, A5, A6, A7, Q5, often with longitudinal mounted engines, e.g., DL501, DL382, Audi TT, TTS, TTRS, transverse-mounted engines. Audi R8 features a specific S-Tronic variant, DL800. Audi Q2, Q3, Q5, Q7. Some versions SUVs often utilize S-Tronic. It's worth noting that while S-Tronic is Audi's term, the underlying technology is essentially the same as the DSG used in other Volkswagen Group brands like VW, Seat, and Skoda. However, Audi's S-Tronic versions are often specifically tailored for higher performance and luxury applications. Review and opinions. Speed of shifts. Like other dual-clutch transmissions, the S-Tronic is celebrated for its incredibly fast gear changes. The pre-selection of the next gear means there's virtually no power interruption during shifts, leading to smooth and rapid acceleration. Performance. It significantly enhances a car's performance, making it feel more responsive and athletic. Launch control features in many S-Tronic-equipped cars allow for optimal acceleration from a standstill. Efficiency. By minimizing power loss during shifts and allowing the engine to stay in its optimal RPM range, S-Tronic transmissions contribute to better fuel economy compared to traditional torque converter automatics. Driver engagement. While offering automatic convenience, the manual mode with paddle shifters provides a good level of driver engagement for those who want more control. Low-speed jerkiness/hesitation. Historical. Some earlier S-Tronic versions, particularly those with dry clutches or in certain driving conditions, e.g., slow-speed crawling in traffic, parking maneuvers, or pulling away from a stop on an incline, could exhibit some jerkiness or hesitation. Audi has worked to refine this over time, and newer wet clutch versions are generally smoother. Clunkiness. Occasionally, drivers report a slight clunk or harsh engagement, especially when shifting into reverse or at very low speeds. Advantages. Rapid gear changes, extremely quick and precise shifts, enhancing acceleration and dynamic driving. Seamless power delivery. Minimal interruption of power flow between gears due for continuous acceleration. Improved fuel economy. More efficient than traditional automatics due to direct mechanical coupling and optimized gear selection. Sporty feel. Provide a more direct and engaging driving experience than a conventional automatic, particularly in sport mode. Compact design. Often more compact and lighter than traditional torque converter automatics. Disadvantages. Complexity and repair cost. Dual-clutch transmissions are complex. If major issues arise, e.g., mechatronic unit failure, clutch pack wear, repairs can be very expensive. Potential for low-speed hesitation/jerkiness. While improved, some drivers may still notice less smoothness at very low speeds compared to a refined torque converter automatic. Maintenance requirements. Requires specific fluid changes at regular intervals, which can be more involved and costly than for some other automatic transmissions. Clutch wear. While designed for durability, aggressive driving, or prolonged low-speed slipping of the clutches, e.g., in heavy traffic or parking, can accelerate wear on the clutch packs. Faults and breakdowns. Some common issues and symptoms associated with S-Tronic transmissions, especially earlier generations, particularly the DL501/0B5. Mechatronic unit failure. This is arguably the most common and significant issue. The mechatronic unit is the electro-hydraulic control unit that manages clutch engagement and gear selection. Symptoms include illumination of EPC and PRNDS warning lights, limp home mode, harsh or erratic gear changes, loss of specific gears, e.g., no reverse, no odd/even gears, or stuck in one gear, delayed engagement or hesitation, specific fault codes relating to valves, sensors, or actuators, e.g., P173C, P1740, P176A. Replacement or repair of the mechatronic unit is very costly. Clutch pack wear. Over time, the clutch packs can wear out, leading to slipping gears, engine revs, but car doesn't accelerate proportionally, shuddering or vibration during acceleration, especially from stop, delayed engagement of gears, unusual noises, whining, grinding, or clicking noises can indicate internal component wear, gears, bearings, or issues within the mechatronic unit. Fluid leaks. Leaks from seals or gaskets can lead to low fluid levels, which severely impacts performance and can cause catastrophic damage if not addressed. Overheating. While wet clutch S-Tronics are generally good at managing heat, prolonged aggressive driving or heavy loads can still cause the transmission to overheat, leading to reduced performance or limp mode. Audi has issued TSBs, technical service bulletins, and software updates to address some of these known issues. Proper and timely maintenance, especially fluid changes, is crucial in preventing these problems. Versions. Audi uses several different S-Tronic, DSG, gearbox types, typically identified by their internal codes. DQ250-02 EA6-speed wet clutch unit, often used in transverse engine applications, e.g., A3 TT Q3. Max torque capacity around 350 Nm. DQ500 0BT 0BH 0DL a 7-speed wet clutch unit, also for transverse engine applications, but designed for higher torque, up to 600 Nm. Found in performance models like the RS3 and TTRS. DL5010B5 a 7-speed wet clutch unit, designed for longitudinal engine applications, particularly in higher performance models, e.g., A4, A5, A6, A7, Q5, S4, S5. Max torque capacity up to 550 Nm. This is one of the more commonly discussed S-Tronics regarding historical issues. DL382-0CK/0Cell, a 7-speed wet clutch unit, also for longitudinal applications, often in newer A4/A5/Q5 models, designed for better efficiency and improved low-speed drivability. Max torque capacity around 500 Nm. DL800-0BZ, a 7-speed wet clutch unit specifically designed for the high-performance Audi R8. The distinction between wet and dry clutch S-Tronics is important. Wet clutch systems are bathed in oil for cooling and lubrication, allowing them to handle higher torque. Dry clutch systems like the DQ200, which Audi generally doesn't brand as S-Tronic in higher-end models, but is found in some VW Group vehicles, rely on air cooling and are typically used in lower torque applications. History. The first dual-clutch transmission in a production car was the VW Golf R32 in 2003, using the DSG direct shift gearbox. Audi quickly adopted and branded this technology as S-Tronic. Porsche, also part of the VW Group, developed their own variant, PDK, based on similar principles. Audi continued to develop and deploy S-Tronic across its model range, constantly refining the design and addressing earlier generation issues to improve smoothness, reliability, and performance. Oil, fluid. What oil? S-Tronic transmissions, particularly the wet clutch versions, which are most common in Audi's higher performance applications, require two distinct types of specialized fluid. Gear oil lubricates the gear sets within the transmission. Clutch/mechatronic fluid DSG/S-Tronic fluid/ATF. This fluid powers the hydraulic system for the clutches and the mechatronic unit. It is a highly specialized fluid designed for high friction and heat resistance. Crucially, using the incorrect fluid will lead to immediate and severe damage to the transmission. Always consult your vehicle's owner's manual or an authorized Audi service center for the exact fluid specifications and part numbers for your specific S-Tronic gearbox code, e.g. DL501, DQ250, etc. Common OEM fluids might be branded as G052 529A2 for clutch oil and G055 532A2 for gearbox oil for certain models. Oil change intervals. The fluid change intervals for S-Tronic transmissions vary significantly depending on the specific gearbox version and driving conditions. For many wet clutch S-Tronics, like the DQ250 and DL501, Audi generally recommends changing the clutch/mechatronic fluid and filter every 40,000 miles, approximately 60,000 kilometers, or every 4 to 6 years, whichever comes first. The gear oil component of the S-Tronic often has a much longer service interval, sometimes stated as lifetime, or 120,000 miles per 12 years. But many specialists still recommend changing it at longer intervals to ensure optimal lubrication. For dry clutch S-Tronics, like the DQ200, less common in high-end Audis, but found in some VW Group cars, the clutch assembly is dry and doesn't require fluid changes for the clutch part. However, the gear oil still needs servicing. Importance: regular fluid and filter changes are absolutely vital for the longevity and proper functioning of an S-Tronic transmission. The fluids degrade over time due to high temperatures and friction, becoming contaminated with microscopic metal particles from normal wear. Old, contaminated fluid can lead to increased friction and wear on clutches and gears, overheating, sluggish or erratic shifts, damage to the sensitive mechatronic unit, as contaminants can clog its delicate solenoids and passages. Procedure: an S-Tronic fluid change is a specialized job. It often involves draining both fluid compartments, replacing the main transmission filter, which can sometimes be inside the pan and require pan removal, and refilling with precise amounts of the correct fluids using specialized tools to monitor temperature and ensure proper level. This is generally not a DIY task for most owners. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the Automotive Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.